Coming up, trial number 7, Miss Happy Snappy, drawn at barrier 1, Horton Final, drawn 2, Major Calypso 3, Isa Jet 4, Helen Wheels 5, Jewel Castle 6, and High on the Attack 7. A field of 7 for trial number 7, total of 15 trials here tonight, Smoking Up engaged in the final trial of the evening. As they stand by for a start, High on the Attack back off the gate by a couple of lengths, and away they go for trial number 7. And being driven out very hard towards the inside was Major Calypso. From in second spot, Helen Wheels, and going forward was Isa Jet. Going to the first turn, Jewel Castle off the track around that first turn. Then followed by Miss Happy Snappy, Horton Final, and back last of all was High on the Attack. They run to the back straight the first time, and Major Calypso leads the way. From Helen Wheels second, and third was Isa Jet. In fourth placing came Jewel Castle. The pegs was Miss Happy Snappy, being covered up by Horton Final, and back last of all at the rear was High on the Attack. A field of 7 as they go down the back straight, heading up with 1,600 metres to travel. The lead time comes up in 49.2, and the front runner is Major Calypso, leads away by 3 metres. In second spot, outside the leader, was Helen Wheels. In third placing, behind the leader, was Isa Jet. And fourth in a 1 out 1 back trail was Jewel Castle, being tracked up by Horton Final, the inside Miss Happy Snappy, and last of all, High on the Attack. They worked to the top of the home straight. 49.2 was the lead time, and with just over 1,200 metres to travel. The first quarter comes up in a slow 33.3, so 49.2 lead time, and they've backed it up with the first quarter in 33.3. And Major Calypso, 3 metres Helen Wheels. Being reined up behind the leader was Isa Jet, who loses concentration and gets off the bit. He had to pull the plugs there to get it going, and it's not responding real well at the moment. Jewel Castle's enjoyed a good run from Miss Happy Snappy, who might be in a bit of bother with this horse in front of it, just not keeping up at the moment. Then Horton Final and High on Attack last. Second quarter was a lot quicker, 30.3. And they go along the back, and Major Calypso 3 metres Helen Wheels. Jewel Castle will be able to angle in behind the leader if wishes to do so. Then Horton Final, Miss Happy Snappy came off the pegs. Calling it a night there was Isa Jet, who's just dropping right out and being passed by High on the Attack. 4.50 to travel. 63.6 was that first half. Third quarter in 29.2. And the leader is Major Calypso, who's gone for home. Jewel Castle hard up on its back. Horton Final running on from out of the pack. Helen Wheels has called it a night from Miss Happy Snappy. And then a long gap behind those came High on the Attack. But in the straight, Jewel Castle trying to get on terms with Major Calypso. Jewel Castle, Major Calypso responding. Jewel Castle makes one big lunge. Not quite sure here. Not sure. Jewel Castle making a lunge. To the naked eye, it did look like Major Calypso just hung on, but the angle here favours the outside. A gap of about 15 metres to Horton Final, who was making ground with Miss Happy Snappy. High on the Attack, Helen Wheels and Isa Jet dropped out. Last two quarters, 29.2. Very slick last quarter, 27.8. And number 3, Major Calypso's just lasted from 6, Jewel Castle. And did look to the naked eye. It may have just hung on, but the outside, you have to push them forward. And third, number 2, Horton Final. 3, 6, 2, 1 and 7. 3, 6, 2, 1 and 7. Winner 3, Major Calypso. Second, 6, Jewel Castle. Third, 2, Horton Final. Fourth, number 1, Miss Happy Snappy. And fifth, number 7, High on the Attack. Gross was 249.9, 249.9. A mile rate of 221, 221 the mile rate. Lead time 49.2. The quarters were 33.3, 30.3, 29.2 and 27.8. Last mile in 2 minutes, 0.7. 2 minutes, 0.7 last mile. Last half was 57 seconds. 57 seconds last half. Margins were a short half head by 22. A short half head by 22. 3, 6, 2, 1 and 7 on trial number 7.